Hello children, good morning. Today I will explain the lesson Flags of the World. Now all of you take out your English 1 book and open page number 46. Okay, now let's go through the lesson. Flags of the World. Warm up. Our national flag is very important to us and we should always feel proud of it. It was designed by Pingali Venkaya, an agriculturist and freedom fighter. It was adopted as the national flag of India on 22 July 1947. Now, what this color represents? Saffron stands for courage and sacrifice. White stands for truth and purity. Blue wheel stands for peace and progress. Green stands for prosperity and energy. Now here you see. Grandma, how are you? And Grandpa? Yesterday I was reading a lovely book on the adventure of famous people. The book said, Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. He raised the American flag on the moon. A few pages later I read, Sir Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay were the first men to reach the top of Mount Everest. And Hillary took many photographs of the scenery and of Sherpa Tenzing waving flags of Britain, the United Nations and Nepal. I know that every country has a unique flag of its own, but why are they so important? Do you have any interesting information on flags? I am really looking forward to your reply as always. Your loving grandson, Ketan. So in this lesson what we see? Flags of the world. Here first it is said about our flag. So our flag is designed by whom? Pingali Venkaya. And Pingali Venkaya was an agriculturist. Now what is an agriculturist? Agriculturist means a person who is a farmer. He cultivates fruits and vegetables. And this farmer or agriculturist designed our national flag. Pingali, his name was Pingali Venkaya. And it was adopted as the national flag of India on 22 July 1947. Okay, the flag was adopted. Adopted means selected and taken. Okay, adopted means selected and taken as our national flag. On which day they have taken? On 22nd July or 22 July 1947. And who designed this flag? Pingali Venkaya, and he was an agriculturist. Agriculturist means a farmer who grow fruits and vegetables. And what this color signifies? You see, saffron. Saffron stands for courage and sacrifice. And white stands for truth and purity. Blue wheel, in the middle you see one blue wheel is there. So this blue wheel stands for peace and progress. Progress means to go forward. Again, green stands for prosperity and energy. Prosperity means success and energy means strength. Now here you see, this is a letter to his grandmother written by Ketan. He is writing to his grandmother. Dear Grandma, how are you? And Grandpa. He is asking about his grandmother and grandfather's health. Yesterday I was reading a lovely book on the adventures of famous people. The book said, that means yesterday he was reading a book and suddenly he remembered something and wrote to his grandma. And he said, the book said Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. There on the book he read that Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. He raised the American flag on the moon. So Neil Armstrong went to moon. He was the first man, and there he raised his American flag. A few pages later he read again when he was going on reading, and few pages later he found that Sir Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay were the first men to reach the top of the Mount Everest. Again he read that two persons, Sir Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay, reached the top of the mountain. That means they climbed the mountain. It is very high mountain, highest ever mountain top, and they reached the mountain top, and this is called Mount Everest. Hillary took many photographs of the scenery, and when they reached the top, Hillary means Sir Edmund Hillary, he took photographs of the scenery there on top of the mountain, top of the mountain peak, Mount Everest, and of Sherpa Tenzing Norgay. Here Sherpa Tenzing Norgay, Sherpa means here in word meaning you see a person from the Himalayan ranges whose job is to guide people in the mountain. Sometimes they help carrying their bags and so on. Okay, the Sherpa, they lives in the mountains and they help people who climb the mountain. They know all the routes and all, and sometimes they also help in carrying their bags. Now when they reached the top, what they did, Sir Edmund Hillary was taking photographs and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay was waving flags of Britain because it was a great success, and Tenzing Norgay was waving flags of Britain because Sir Edmund Hillary was a British man, and so they were waving flags of Britain, the United Nations and Nepal. As Sherpa Tenzing Norgay belongs to Nepal, he was waving his own country flag, national flag, Nepal and Great Britain. And here again you see, I know that every country has a unique flag of their own, but why are they so important? Now a question arises in his mind, because all the countries have their unique. Unique means uncommon, only one, unlike anyone. They have their own flags, and why it is very important. He was having a question. Do you have any interesting information on flags? So he is asking his grandfather or grandmother if she has any interesting information on flags. I am really looking forward to your reply as always. Now at last he is saying that I am looking forward, that means I shall wait for your answer, and I want the answer about these flags. Your loving grandson Ketan. So this was written by Ketan to his grandmother. About what he was writing, he was reading a book on famous people, and there he found that Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on moon, and there he raised the American flag, and again he found that Sir Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay climbed the top of the mountain, Mount Everest, highest mountain peak, and there they waved the flags of Britain, the United Nations and Nepal. So he was a question arises in his mind that why all the countries have their own flag, and why they are very important. And so this question he is asking to his grandmother, and he is waiting for a reply. Now understood the lesson? Now at home you read the lesson yourself. Okay, so next part, this answer to the letter, grandma is answering this one. This tomorrow I shall explain. Okay, thank you.